What is up, Gundam MSIA fans? Today I'm going to show you guys the Gundam MSIA ground type GM from the 08MS team. And this is one of my favourite figures, the ground GM. Out of the two, the USA and the Japanese version, and it was really tight knit close. And this is one of the very few times I decide this, is I picked the USA version. See, I think the reason why I picked the USA version is because I think it just looks nicer to me, and the fact that it has the extra numbers on it as well feels a lot feels better too. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this one. I like how the visor's different. I like the panel lining, but I guess I just prefer the USA version, and I don't really have the best of reasons why, to be honest. But yeah, this is the Japanese version of this figure, and it's a really neat, cool figure, and it's actually very hard to get, even for the Japanese folk to get, and for anybody trying to get this one overseas. There's like three versions of this actually: the USA one, the Japanese one, and I actually don't have this. And when I do, I will do a review about it. It's the Gunperry Japanese one, and that one has the panel lining a lot thicker, and the visor's the same as the USA version. It's not as dark as you can see here. So I'll get you a wee close up of the figure. So the Japanese version shield that wasn't the Gunperry one only comes in 06, so you can only get the 06 shield. And this is what the back looks like for the Japanese version. Again, it's very similar, and it comes with the exact same accessories as the USA version. Well, this came out first, so of course it does. It's more like the USA version comes with the same accessories. There's the head there. Be close up on the head at the back and front, and nice panel line in there. Panel lining's not like absolutely amazing, but it's still really good. It's really good on the figure. I prefer the panel lining on the Gunperry version if anybody has their hands on that. But yeah, I'll get into the accessories. So this is the 06 shield, which is quite funny, by the way, why they chose 06, because the 08MS team never had an 06 GM squad, so I don't know why they made the single release of the GM, I know, like 06. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, but they did it. So that's the shield. The machine gun, very well detailed. I really like the machine. I like the detail from it. The wee holes there is really nice, and what the holes are for anybody that doesn't know about weaponry, is basically when you fire a gun so much, it gets overheated, so they have the holes there to make it so the gun doesn't get as heated. But yeah, no, the detail with this is very nice. You can take that out as like a wee guard, so the gun's more accurate when it's like firing back. The ammo clip actually comes off, if I can get it off. Let's see if I can get it off. Oh, it's a bit hard to get this off, like that, which is really nice. I'll clip this back on, and this also comes off too, but you just clip it back on like that, and you can take this off as well and put this back on. But yeah, no, the detail with the machine gun is very nice, by the way. So yeah, it's really good. Comes with two beam sabers. I'll just pick up one. Let's see if I can get a wee. This is as best I can. Well, I can do this. I actually put my hand in the way. This is the beam saber hilt, and the beam saber is it's kind of annoying on this because it's not really up to scale for the GM's hand. So the beam saber is a bit of a letdown. And in the anime show, they actually keep the beam saber in here, just in case if anybody didn't know that. Another cool thing, my least favorite weapon out of like all of it is the beam rifle, and I'm not a big fan of the beam rifle. Like, I think the weapon looks cool, but like, I don't know, I guess I just prefer the bullet weapons and the rockets and all sorts. But yeah, no, the beam rifle's nice, but not the best looking gun in my opinion. And the guard and the I don't know what you call this, the whatever it's called, I can't remember, but you put the arm there, it's like it helps for aiming, and this doesn't move, and it moves in the anime, which is a bit disappointing, but oh well. And the last weapon is the rocket like the rocket launcher. The rocket launcher, this is very well detailed. I really like this weapon, and honestly, it's like one of my favorite weapons in Gundam MSIA. There's one downside to this. It's very, very minor, but the part of the end here breaks off very easily. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys bought this second hand and this part isn't there, because this breaks off so easily that it's unreal. So be very careful if you have this clipped on. Make sure you're being really careful where you're placing this weaponry. And then the tank. Tank is very well detailed. I love the tank so much. Honestly, it's like so good to have like a GM tank to come with this. It's like one of the nice accessories that comes with it. Like, again, this is one of my favorite figures, and it gets a wee accessory bonus, which is absolutely amazing. And this rotates. There's a love-hate with the tank. I love everything about the tank. I don't like how weak the tank is. So see, the barrels here bend very easily and go out misshaped, and they can easily snap off. This bends very easily where it can go down like that, and the antenna stuff bends very easily as well. That's a downside to this figure. But other than that, if you're very careful with how you use it, and if you're getting it second hand, it most likely will be a bit bent, like the barrels and whatnot. But if you're careful on how you use it, you can make this thing last forever in its condition, because it is MSIA. Now I'll show off the figure again, like close up. Do we turn around here? See if I can get better focus there. There we go. There's a nice wee show off here. The head visor again. The Federation symbol. The flight pack. Well, not really a flight pack, more like helps them jump and extend. The bottom of the feet, no boosters at the bottom. The middle here to clip, like this is for the gun parry. A nice wee thing for the gun parry is you can clip it in here to hold the mobile suit in place. Now I'll get into the articulation of the figure. So the arm, oh, get this back on. For some reason this one, shoulders falls off easily. The arm rotates full 360, the hand rotates full 360, another part of the arm rotates full 360. Elbow joint forward, this is as far as it can go down. The feet, this is as best as it can move. Forward, the foot has got a lot of movement here, and back. And the head can do a full 360, but you got to really like push it. Boosters, this is as best as they can do it. Another fun fact about this is that the ammo clip can actually come out like this, and it looks like that when you take it out, which is very cool. I really like that detail, by the way. Like, it's such a great detail. A lot of people, like, there's a few people that don't actually know about that, and if you guys are watching and you're like, oh, and you own a ground GM and you just didn't know that, there's a cool wee kind of hidden, not really hidden, but like something that people can bypass if they're not actually watching. Another thing that I like is the detail on the shoulders. So basically what these are for is so that it makes it easier to carry the GM if they're like repairing it or like moving it around like the workshop, just to pick it up, give it some maintenance, and then put it back down. See if I can get the focus back. But yeah, no, the GM is very popular, the ground one anyway. I wouldn't say as popular as the space GM, but I prefer the ground GM over the space GM. And in the 08 MS team, they had, I believe, they had 12 GMs in the 08 MS team, and then the rest of them, and the squads that had the GMs were the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th, and the famous 07 squad. And the rest of the squads were 1, 4, 6, and 8 that all had the ground type Gundams. And obviously we all know about the 08 MS team. Fun fact, 4 of the GMs, these GMs were repainted into GM snipers from the show. So they weren't originally GM snipers. These GMs got repainted into GM snipers for long range combat, which is like really cool to like use. I'm a fan of the GM sniper, but I prefer this GM over the GM sniper. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video of the Gundam MSIA Japanese ground GM, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on the video, because I like making these videos for you guys. And thanks a lot. Thanks for watching the video. See you guys later. Goodbye.